హలో హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు ది ఛానల్. ఇది నా 5వ మ్యాచ్ అండి. ఈ 5th మ్యాచ్లో మనం లక్నో సూపర్ జైంట్స్తో మ్యాచ్ ఆడబోతున్నాం. స్టేడియం చూపించారండి అండ్ ప్లేయర్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్నారు.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is the one and only David Gower.
Well, thanks, Alice, for such a glowing introduction. I had an opportunity earlier to get down and check out the conditions for the day. Perhaps going against conventional, maybe they can see something with that.
Here we go, first ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap. Right there. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. Right on. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Right there. Yeah.
There'll be one run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Mark is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. They'll get at least one.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Righty. Nice shot, runs possible.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yeah. Unplayable, no reward, flying to the boundary.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Waiting. Forward! Just threw the shot too early.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. Yes. Huge edge. Nicely fielded on the boundary. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yellow. Yes. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and it raced to the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yes. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive.
No interest in that one from the batter. Malik will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yes. They look for a couple here.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Right. Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that, no runs scored. Changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Yep. Massive edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Right there. Finds the fielder with that shot. Yes.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yes. There'll be runs here. Into the 4th over. The batting side are now done for 29. Yellow.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Waiting. Straight to the fielder. Yep. Just about timed that perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Yep. Well placed. Should get a single.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Waiting. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yeah. Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Yep. They picked the gap. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Mallet from the south end. Yep. Really good shot there.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Okay. Couldn't get it through the field. Wait. Fall through the offside, easy as you like.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punch that away through the covers with exquisite time.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Okay. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be...
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Right there. Yes, that's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets off the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Cummins, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make it? Yeah. Time that perfectly.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Right. Quick onto that in the infield. Yes.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Waiting.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. The betting side are now on 9 to 68. Going with pace now. Last ball comes into the attack. Yeah.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yes. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's just timed brilliantly. He moves closer to 50. It's going to take something special to get the wicket.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Yeah. Out! What a catch!
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end it's just one risk too many.
Foran won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Foran ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Waiting. Can't get that outside the ring field. Into the ninth over. The netting side are now on 1-3-5. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Edged. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yeah. There'll be one run here for them.
Foran gets off the mark. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah. Hasaranga has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. Yep. Wow, that's missed a lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Nice shot.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Finds the edge. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. That's out. Caught.
What a jumper does it.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Yep. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score. Yep. There's a run here, surely.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Yep. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. Keeper.
Running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep. They'll get at least one.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up single, rotate the strike.
Yep. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Yep. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
No interest in that one from the batter. Cummins will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yep. Nice shot, runs possible. Oh my, that's racing away.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Yep.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early, got off the back foot quickly, just pushed it away behind square.
Yep. Super shot that.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Cummins shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Yeah. There'll be runs here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Yep. Absolutely nailed it.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Yeah. Forward. Yep. Great shot. Placement exquisite. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
Yep. The betting side are now on 3 for 125. Yep. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Yeah. Well placed. Should get a single.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Right, yeah.
Straight to the fielder. Yep. Good shot. Found the gap.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Asaranga from the south end. Perfectly timed.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Yep. Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on work to do.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Big edge! Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Edged it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nicked it.
A little late on that, no run score.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Yep. smeared away. Don't think it'll go all the way.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
అసలు వాషింగ్టన్ సుందర్ని ఎప్పుడు తీసుకున్నారండి వీళ్ళు? SRH వాళ్ళు.
Miller has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next
ఏ
ball.
ఇయర్ లో తీసుకున్నారో మీరు కామెంట్ చేయండి అండి.
Great work. Didn't look like getting anywhere near that initially. Nope. Couldn't have played that any better.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
This is everything.
మళ్ళీ ఒక స్టంపింగ్ వచ్చిందండి. అయితే నేను అవుట్ అని అనుకుంటున్నా.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep. And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep. In the vicinity of the betting side are now 250. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. Yep, yep.
అలా అలాగంటే ముందే డైవ్ చేసి బాల్ ఆపాడు.
A couple on offer here. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yeah, yeah. Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Wait on. Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
New batter comes to the
ఆపోజిట్ టీం
crease. Never
వాళ్ళందరికీ
easy time to come in after the fall.
26 ప్లేయర్స్ ఇచ్చి మనకు మాత్రం 22 or 3 ప్లేయర్స్
And they're away. Nicely off the mark.
LSG అంతా చూస్తుంటే ఒక డ్రెస్ తప్పించి మిగతాదంతా కొత్తగానే ఉంది కదా.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
I'm surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Timed that brilliantly.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Cummins, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Picks the gap perfectly.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over. Last over of this innings, no point defending now. Beaten on the drive. Just about timed that perfectly.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Waiting. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum. And that's the end of the innings. The Sunrisers have been set a target of 176 runs.